Hello, this is Tim, and it is Sunday, July 31st, 2022. This week's blog post is about teenagers. It's the third 7-year developmental phase of teens, basically 14 to 21. And so teenagers are a lot of fun, but it's a bit of a hot mess. But once you kind of understand what they're going through and what can be achieved, then you'll have a better idea of what you can do. So I'm going to try to tease apart some of this hot mess for you, and so that you'll have I think, a good uh, foundation and approach to dealing with teenagers. Um, like I said, they're a lot of fun. You'll look back on this experience of the teens and have quite a few hair-raising tales and a lot of funny things that have happened, but it will be a blessing once you get through it. So the thing to realize is what they're doing is basically having a new self. And it's physically, it's emotionally, it's socially, and it's mentally. And so what you're trying to do is basically encourage them to get through this process. There's a fair amount of things this week in this post that's kind of lengthy, but I've tried to throw in a lot of just simple kind of tips, some scripting that you might consider that might be helpful for you. Um, Teenagers are really, really smart. It's a lot like when you went through the toddler age with them. They're just soaking up a lot of things. Here, the hot mess is they are enthusiastic, but they don't quite know what to do. And so it's kind of also a mixed bag of fear and love, anxiety and exuberance. But there are ways that you can leverage this. You do have a lot of leverage and a lot of influence. And so a lot of times people go, oh, I can't talk to my teenager. They're not going to listen or anything like that. And so indeed, that's partly true. And so I'm going to give you some ideas on how to switch your usual parenting tactic up a bit to basically get them to learn for themselves, think for themselves, and discover themselves. So that's what we're jumping in, and I think you'll have a lot of fun. I know when I was through in this phase with my kids, it was at times terrifying and other times deeply rewarding. Um, I think the end game here is that you get through this process and you maintain a relationship, and actually, I think, a deeper relationship with your child, with your eventually young adult, and it's I think a critical phase, but and it's very doable. So there you go, and thanks.